we are going to be doing the bent over row. And with the bent over row, we have our bench, we have our weight. You're going to be in a kneeling, standing position. So, yeah, come on up. Kneeling, standing. Leave that hand down. All right, so standing, no, the other leg, right?
Standing on this leg.
Kneeling
on my leg.
Okay, got it. Got it?
Got it.
All right, now, I want you to be careful with your hypermobility there.
Good.
So, yeah, you want to make sure that the muscles are actually working to hold that position there. You're going to push into the bench a bit so we get a little bit more width here. So you get a little bit more get a little bit more width across the shoulders here, right? And then you are going to pick up the weight, keep it close, make sure it's, how does that feel that way? Good? Good. All right. So engaging your deep core muscles and making sure that you are using your legs and your core muscles to stabilize this, pushing down into that bench. You're now going to exhale and you're going to pull that up towards you. Good. Pick up the tags.
Oh, yeah, it's like,
There you go.
thank you.
Pull. Good. Inhale that down. Exhale and squeeze. So you want to feel it on the back of your shoulder. So you're going to feel in that posterior deltoid. You're going to feel it into your lats. You're going to feel it into your traps a little bit there because your shoulder is drawing in and up a bit. One thing we don't want to do is with that arm that's holding the weight, you're going to make sure you're not sort of pulling it in towards you. That's something else. We're just focusing on the shoulder joint, not on the elbow joint. What's going on there? So you inhale that down, keep pushing in, and exhale, pull that up. Good. Inhale down, exhale, pull that up.
Yeah.
I know it may seem like a very simple motion, but there are a lot of joints involved to stabilize here. Try one more time. Good. Now bring that weight onto the bench. Okay. If you have a heavy weight, you really do not want to be putting the weight down onto the floor, maybe rolling with it. Yeah. Okay. I like that. That was good.
Yeah, I mean, if you have the control,
Yes.
to be able to lower appropriately,
Yes.
you're probably not watching this video, right?
Mhm.
So we're just looking at just staying safe,
Yes.
right? You don't want to.
And obviously, you don't want it rolling around on you either.
So yeah, we put it down and then just
Yes.
keep an eye on it. Yeah. Yeah, I really like that thing. That's one of the things that we see with this elbow joint. There's an incredible amount of mobility there.
Yeah.
And when people kind of see that, like, that probably doesn't look normal to you, but when you're doing it, it feels normal. It feels really solid. It's just gonna sit on that.
Bone on bone.
Yeah. So sometimes we refer this to as the eye of the elbow. Instead of having it pointing forward, you're gonna have it pointing sort of towards your midline. And you'll notice because the muscles start to work, right? You'll feel the tricep, you'll feel, the shoulder joint. You can really, not the joint, but you'll feel the muscles surrounding the shoulder. The other thing, when you've got some muscular action through here and you're aware of your core, when people complain that their wrist hurts because they're sitting on it too much, bounce around on it. That's probably what's going on, is because you're actually leaning right into it. And from here, I can actually see my fingers going white, just being in that position. So use the core, back off, use the muscles, right? And then you can row for days.
It's nice. Maybe not for days. The other thing is when you're focusing on that one arm that's rowing, you may bring your focus away from your other side, and that's where you start to get that sort of winging and tipping going on, where your shoulder, your trunk may go down, and your shoulder is going to end up sort of winging a little bit there.
Yeah.
So you do want to be mindful of, yes, the elbow is extended and the shoulder is flat, flush against your torso.
Another feeling or sensation is that you have broad shoulders.
Yes.
Right? You're open through the chest. Even though you're down, you're still open versus collapsed up into that movement. Right.
Yeah. Shoulders don't make good earrings.
Earrings make good earrings.
Earrings make good earrings.
Yeah, and I think that's probably the main points.
Yes.
We talked a little bit about having that core neutral, and Gillian's able to spot me, but you want to make sure that your back is in that neutral position. Sometimes people, they know how to stand up and be upright, but the minute you bring it down, sometimes these things start to happen.
Yes.
Because you're so focused on what you're lifting that you don't notice that you've got a flat back.
Or
sometimes they're really like just trying to get like good posture, but then it's an exaggerated one where the rib cage is popped out. You want to just tuck that sucker in, keep it nice and long. And the last one that I think you mentioned briefly is in that pulling action, some people end up doing something like a bicep curl. Like they bring the dumbbell up to the shoulder because they go, oh, up. Okay, I can bring the dumbbell up. Versus,
and then the arm gets really tight after a while.
Versus bringing it
back.
Bringing it back or aiming the hand sort of for the rib cage area. So, yeah. Other than that, I think that's main pointers for one arm
Bent
dumbbell.
over row.
Bent over row. Yep, thanks.